What's up guys, Andre here, welcome to another video. So for this video I'm going to be showing you guys some more NEP today, just because I did have some win 3 of Shadow, so I was like, okay, well, let me just go ahead and play some NEP. Now I do actually have a mid-range Shadow deck, but I don't actually like playing mid-Shadow that much. I mean, like, it's weird because I do like the deck, but I just don't like playing it that much. Anyway, so here's the deck list if you haven't seen it. Where is it? There we go. Like, I can talk about the deck in a later video if you guys want. Just like, let me know in the comments below at the end of this video. But yeah, well, let's go and hop into the games. So, for this first game, okay, well, so I'm only going to play you guys 2 games, and the third game is probably going to be, the first game is going to be something I speed through, just because there's only one point that I feel like talking about. And then for the second game and third game, I'll go ahead and play those. I'll go ahead and play those ones all the way through. So let's go and hop into it. I believe this is the first game that I have to like speed through, because this game, like, this is a game where I should have lost, because I did like misplay a few times. Well, sorry, I felt like I misplayed a few times, but ultimately I'm able to win just because my opponent like punts at the last possible second and somehow doesn't understand roach math. So. Yeah, so I could have kept the Foul Tempest, just because this way I would have a 2-3-4 curve, but I don't know if he's aggro or not. Like, he could easily be OTK. So, alright. So again, I'm just gonna skip through this because by the way, me playing out the Unica there was maybe a mistake, because like I do want to draw cards. So I could have easily just, not played anything, just like played it out to ditch it with the soul conversion. However, I choose to go ahead and make a board. Alright, so let's get through this. Alright, so he played out a lot of like do nothing aimless, which is fine. I'm just gonna crack him in the face and get a little bit of that chip damage in. Now there was merit to me playing out the Twilight Queen, but I chose not to, just because I want to try to save it for later in the game when I can maybe get closer to like resolving a Mordecai with it. Because if you resolve the Mordecai, you just like win, because like you can banish one Mordecai, or you can like polymorph it, but you can't polymorph both with it, at least not that fast. So, but anyway, here I'm just I'm still drawing, trying to dig for my NEP. I do find the Mordecai though, which is not the best, but it's fine. Because now I know that now I can't play my Mordecai until I get to 9 mana. Because I want to try to get the Queen off, and then go ahead and play the Mordecai, and then suicide the Mordecai on my terms. Because I don't know for sure if he is or is not playing Cristallia Lily. And I don't want to get Lily. I don't. So here I do Evo. I should have Evo'd last turn, but I choose to do it this turn just because now I need to get aggressive. He's almost dead, which is interesting, but hey. Alright, so here he makes trades. He trades into my Queen. Alright, now I would like to play the second Queen, but I can't. And I did have the option to just go Belinus and go Belinus plus Evo, but I choose not to. I choose to go for the Death Breath here. Now, and this is the part where I felt like it was a misplay, because I'm pretty sure that the correct play is to just go Belinus Evo the Belinus, trade into the Aaron, then get out my Twilight Queen. Because then the second Twilight Queen, when it dies, I can maybe go ahead and suicide Mordecai into something that he plays this turn. I do want to hold the Death Breath for later, because like you want to try to save your wards for right before the turn where you think he's going to OTK you, because then you make it harder for them to do it, and then you maybe buy yourself an extra turn. Now, again, I do use it here, and I don't think using here was the optimal way of using it, because I do have to sacrifice one of my tokens as well. Whereas I could just play it out the Belinus, and that would have been a lot better, because this way I would have 3 wards instead of 2. Because now I can kill off these 2 wards very, very easily. You can just go Will of the Force or something like that, and that'll be perfectly fine. So here he goes to clear my board. Alright, so now I can play the Mord, however I choose to just trade, get my thing sacrificed, and then I play Nethys. I play Nethys because if I can roll the 3rd queen into the Mord, I'm gonna win. Like straight up just, I'm gonna win, probably. I don't. Okay, so I do actually get it, but now I'm still a little bit, I'm still a few points off of lethal range just because he did heal with the Aaron. Now here he gets to play White Wolf. Now White Wolf ordinarily would be a losing play, but because of the Wooded Brambles, I'm now in a position to lose. Because now he can roach combo me. If he has triple roach or at least double roach and enough bounces, I'm gonna lose. So here I go ahead and play Soul Conversion. I dig for my next ward. Now getting a series was nice, but the series is not a hard ward, it's just a soft ward. If he has 20 damage, he can still kill me. And considering that the last few days I've taken like multiple like 23 to 25 damage roach combos, I know he can kill me. But here we're gonna watch him fuck up now. Now when King Elephant was revealed, a lot of people thought that, okay, well he's just basically a Silver Bolt, except he's like a little bit worse. In my opinion, King Elephant is actually better than the Silver Bolt, just because there's a lot of like fancy things you can do with it, as you're about to see here. Now my opponent does actually miss lethal here, so alright. So he plays the King Elephant first. In my opinion, that was a mistake. You should have saved the King Elephant for later in the cycle, because here he goes Sylvan Justice into roach, into another roach, and now I'm like, okay, well, do you have the third roach? Or sorry, I lied. Not do you have the third roach? Do you have a bounce for the third roach? But that was a misplay, because like in my opinion, if he had just gone, play roach, attack, King Elephant, bounce, he has enough damage for lethal. He missed 3 damage by making it this way, I believe, and that's enough to cost him the game. Now again, like it was just simple, just thinking about it. Like ordinarily with Silverbolt, you would obviously cast Silverbolt first, just because like your hand size does actually affect the damage for Silverbolt. While the hand size does affect damage for King Elephant, it doesn't actually matter here, because you just bounce everything back to your hand. So if you have creatures, you just go right back to your hand, then you're still fine. Like, so yeah. So just kind of through that game by just not like taking the time to just sit and think about his combo. Alright, so for this next game, this was also versus Force. I don't remember what I was versus. I think it was just Roach. I don't remember. Alright, so here I'm just gonna keep the nap in my hand. I keep the nap in my hand like it's just something I've been doing. Like I don't really think that's something that's like a play that's like a mulligan you should take. I'm only taking it just because like I do not know what people are like playing on ladder, and for the most part, a lot of the overall skill has temporarily gone down. Here I play out the Unica. Playing out the Unica here is a mistake. The reason why it's a mistake is you see my hand. You see my hand is bad. If you can play Sylvan Justice, like that, then I'm in a bad spot, because now I can't draw anymore. So it's really, really greedy on me to play out the Unica like that, because now I have to play Soul Squasher, and I have to sacrifice the Soul Squasher. I do find Bellinus, but my hand is really, really bad. So I'm really glad that I kept the Nep, but yeah, it's still a bad hand. Here he goes with a Brambles into Fairy. Okay, now here I make a questionable play. Like, yes, playing up the Bellinus here is questionable. However, the reason why I made the play is because I picked up the Soul Squasher. Because like now, one of 3 things is gonna happen. Like, I'm either gonna find out right here if he's a good player or if he's a bad player. Because if he's a bad player, he's not gonna read Bellinus at all. He's gonna play out a Fairy. Now I'm gonna get a free kill with the Bellinus. However, the play is always just to play the Bellinus. It doesn't matter if he trades into it and I don't get a bonus, because it'll push me to the 4 shadows I need to go ahead and go Soul Squasher on his EPM that I'm expecting him to play. Yep. So he makes the trade first, like a good player. Into Fairy, and I'm like, okay, all right. So here, I can now safely assume that he's probably OTK Roach, because OTK Roach is probably the only deck that like make this kind of play, because it's not a good play. But here he plays Dryad. I'm like, what? And then doesn't attack. So I think the attack there. So I think the attack here was very, very good, and he should make it, but he chooses not to for some reason. but I'm just like, okay, well, why did you evolve it then? Because now it just like gets soul squashed. I mean, and I'm just thinking, okay, well, maybe you just wanted me to soul squash or something, but like, I don't really agree with these plays. So now he finally goes EPM. So now they're in a good spot because now I have a 1 in 3 for this EPM to kill the to get killed by Bellinus. I don't get it though, but this is still fine because I still get to pick up my kill, and that's perfectly fine. He makes a trade, which is good. And then he plays Spring Green Protection, start buffing up his dudes, which is fine. Because now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go Mist of Extinction. I only go for the Mist of Extinction here because I picked up 2 of them. I also have double Nep in my hand, and I haven't drawn any Twilight Queen, so there's a strong chance I can just win next turn as long as I roll a Twilight Queen on something. Here, he plays a Crystalia Lily. Or sorry, not Crystalia Lily, Crystalia Tia. Gets the evolve on it. And makes a lot of creatures. But that's fine, because now, like, he made the cardinal mistake of playing something into what was obviously Nethys's turn 8. You never play something big on the turn 8 for Nethys, because if I have the Nethys, you're gonna feel bad. Like, so I get Cowie and I get Mord, and then he just concedes, because, like, there's nothing he can do. Like, for this game, like, the important part was just that, like, my opponent kind of, like, he played a little bit slower than he should have if he knew he was just gonna be, like, playing, like, Tempo Forest. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like when you can, like, quickly identify that snap just from the way that I've been playing, they need to be playing a little bit faster, or just kind of accept the fact they're just gonna get mowed down by Mordecai as well as Cowie, as well as Nep. But yeah. So now we're on to the last game. So this game is actually, I think, like, is part of why I wanted to, like, record this video for you guys in the first place, just because this game was, holy shit, this game was ridiculous. Alright, so let's go and hop into it. So for this game, I'm going to be versus Heresy Stormhaven, which basically just, you know, uses Heresy's avatar to they go ahead and they just try to get the Heresy's avatar killed, so this way all of their amulets instantly pop, and then they just do a whole bunch of, like, broken shit to you afterwards, because suddenly, like, Beast Claw is a lot more scary when it just, like, immediately pops and you just, like, have to deal with a bunch of dudes for 2 mana. Alright, so here I didn't know exactly what type of Haven he was, but I felt like just keeping the Soul Scratcher and keeping the Demon Eater was probably okay. Now obviously, like, you probably would want to, like, mulligan harder for maybe, like, a better 2-drop, just because like right now, like, but before I drew those cards, like, I knew that I only had, like, 1 good turn 2 play, and I didn't have, like, a turn 3 play or anything like that. Just because the Demon Eater is pretty bad unless I can pick up something that I want to, like, sacrifice with it in order to draw cards. So here I just go to attack, and I go Demon Eater. What matters in this matchup is me finding my Nep, but before he can find his Seraph and or Aegis. But here, when he plays with the Bird Song, I now know what he is. I'm like, okay, well, this is fine. So here, I wanted to just go double draw, and which is why you see me do this one, because I'm like, okay, well, if I just cycle my hand, that's, like, fine. But then I realized I'm about to overdraw, so I have to, like, go ahead and play out a 2-drop instead. Now here, I get cudgeled, but that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't matter to me in the slightest. Like, the only thing that I guess, like, matters, quote unquote, is that the fact that, like, the cudgel is at 4 HP. So now I have to give him a 2-drop into it if I want to clear it. So here I just go and play Series of the Night. Now Series of the Night will in fact die if he has the March Hare Sea Time, which is what I'm expecting him to have, because that's, like, the best possible play for him. However, that works imperfectly for me, because, like, because I'll give him my Foreshadow, I can go ahead and just go Soul Squasher on it into Evolve Soul Squasher, trade into his 3/4, and then go ahead and Demon Eater that away to draw 2 more cards, because I'm still looking for that Nep. But here he chooses to trade as opposed to just having a higher HP creature. But I guess he did this because he wanted to play around Demon Eater. Sorry, not Demon Eater. He wanted to play around Soul Squasher, which I believe I played out Soul Squasher earlier, but hey. But this does play perfectly into my Foul Tempest plus Soul Hunt, which is what I choose to go for instead. So I do have... Alright, so unfortunately, this list only plays 1 Mordecai. Sorry, it plays 2 Mordecai, I'm sorry. 2 Mordecai, and I already have 1 in hand. So I'm in an awkward spot, because now when I find the Nep, only my first Nep is gonna roll me a Mordecai, and the other ones are not. So here I'm just gonna play out series. I don't Evo because I don't need to. Like, I want to try to save the Evo for Mordecai just because if something like this happens. He plays out Heresy's Avatar. And now this is actually kind of scary because like I'm not in a good spot. Like ideally the best spot would be if I saw Nep this turn. And if I see the Nep, I have to roll Queen off of it. Like literally if I roll Queen on anything, I'm in a great spot. I don't roll Queen, but I do get Cowie and Mord. So I go ahead and heal for 8. I go back up to 20. And now I go ahead and Evo my Nep. I Evo the Nep over as opposed to Evoing the Mord because like he wants to banish this Mord. Eventually he's gonna banish this Mord, like, and that's gonna be fine. But he probably can't kill the Nep in the same turn, which is what I'm banking on. So here he gets Beast Claw Aria, gets the instant pop, trades, and I'm like, okay, well, rest in peace, one Mord. So now I know that if I want to win this game, I can never play this second Mordecai unless I can get the Mordecai. What's the word? Unless I can get the Mordecai duplicated by Twilight Queen. So I have to like play Queen, get Queen killed first, then play Mord, then find something to pop the Mord with, and then go from there. So here I'm just gonna temp out the Cowie. I temp out the Cowie because I'm like, okay, well he has to trade both things in, or he has to have another banish. If he has one more banish, that's good for me because I know that he's probably not playing. Grandpa banish. There we go. So here I'm just gonna play out the Soul Splasher. He doesn't have any more Evo points left, so it doesn't matter for me holding it or not holding these. So now here he goes global the Stairways. He's about to draw a lot of cards off of this. Like it's basically 1 mana to draw 2, essentially. And I know he's gonna have more gas with it too. Now here he plays that Radiance Angel, which makes me kind of still a bit dubious that like my Mordecai will probably get banished because he's still drawing a lot of cards. So into Divine Birdsong. Again, whenever I play this Mordecai, it has to be on a clean board. So here I'm just gonna go for the Death Breath. I did misplay here. I wanted to go Death Breath plus Lurching Course plus Demon Eater in order to draw 2 cards, but I can't. So now I'm just like expecting a second Thunderstorm to come out here, which is fine, perfectly fine. Into another Beast Claw. I'm like, oh god, so stop with these Beast Claws. Into Rabbit Healer. I'm like, interesting. So he goes face. I do have a second Mist of Extinction. Unfortunately, the Mist of Extinction costs 7, and Twilight Queen costs 4, so I can't actually get what I want just yet. But here I go and play up the Lurching Course. I play up the Lurching Course this way I can like maybe bait out the last banish. Alright, so this turn is kind of interesting because like unfortunately Bellinus is not a Lyrial. This is actually one of the few times in which having Lyrial will be better than having Bellinus because like I said, I have the Twilight Queen in my hand. And I want to trigger Twilight Queen on the Mordecai, like so I can't actually play out any of these things in the way that I would like to, because like ideally for me, what I would do is I probably would go attack, play Queen, Demon Eater the Queen, draw 2 more cards. If I get a second Destroy effect, I go ahead and hold the Destroy effect, then play like my Lyrial or something like that, and then go from there. However, because I can't actually remove my Lurching Course in the same exact turn, that puts me in an awkward spot. Additionally, he's still cracking me in the face for some damage. So like, so I do actually have to worry about that because I've already used 2 Cowies, so I'm only gonna get 1 more heal this game. So I'm just gonna go phase. I play out the Twilight Queen. Additionally, playing out the Twilight Queen by herself, it does mean that there's a chance that he might just like banish this, or that he might just actually just use his 3rd Themis. But no, he banishes it. I'm sad. But this is fine because I believe we've gotten 2 banishes or 3 banishes out of him. So we know that he only has 1 more banish left. And here he plays that Rabbit Healer. He goes back up to 20. I'm at 7. I can die. Like I pick up the Nep, and so now I have to make a not good Nep. Like because I already know I'm not getting Mordecai off of this, and now there's gonna be like some like weird RNG involved in this. I feel like. So I pick up Queen. I pick up Cowie. And I pick up Lurching Course, and I get to blow up 3 units on this board, and then get to blow up the last one too. I also get to heal. I go back up to 9. And I just go Demon Eater on my Lurching Corpse. This way, my Nep can't get banished. Yeah, now I'm in an interesting spot. Like I can still die, but now there's a chance I can win too. Here he gets Pinion Prayer, hits me in the face again. Or no, I lied. He actually chooses to trade here, and then plays Heretical Inquiry. So I don't think Heretical Inquiry is that good, just because like it requires you to be winning in order for it to actually like do work. But here now I can just go and play out Mordecai. Into Belinus, like I only played the Mordecai here because I have it on a naked board, and that's what I want. Here he plays up Marcher's Tea Time. He gets 2 Tea Times. That's actually super obnoxious, but this is fine because now I have Foul Tempest, so I just go and attack into Soul Conversion. Again, it's very very important while I'm making these plays that the Mord never goes below 3 HP because I don't know if he has any more banishes. I go ahead and make a trade with the Belinus, and then I just go ahead and go Foul Tempest. I also go ahead and play at Death's Breath as well. And so now I'm in a winning spot. He's already used, I believe, 2 Themis's. Here he plays up here he plays out another Heresy's Avatar. That's actually great for me because now what I can do is I can go ahead and play Twilight Queen. I can play up the Twilight Queen, then go Troth's Curse. By doing that, I go ahead and set it up so this way he has to want to Themis' board. If he Themis' the board, then he just gives me back 2 Mords, and like once he like it was already difficult enough for him to deal with like 1 Mord, but how does he deal with 2 Mords when he has like so few cards left in deck? So again, we just gotta make the trade. We go ahead and we just go ahead and hit him in the face. He takes 11. He loses his board. I now have guaranteed double Mord, and yeah, like this is basically checkmate. Like because he needs to clear everything, or he dies. At the very least, he needs to clear at least the 8 power that I have on the board. So here he just makes a bunch of plays, trying to dig for the Tribunal. Sorry, not Tribunal. Trying to dig for the Themis. Doesn't get it. Just concedes. Now again, the big part about this game was just trying to keep track of as many banishes as possible that I knew that he had left in his deck. Like I definitely knew that I counted at least 2, but I didn't want to play into the 3rd one because I didn't know exactly how patient he was going to be. We're trying to hold off on the 3rd one. So I had to try to slowly try to bait it as many times as possible on pretty much get value units. Like for example, when I tempered out the Lurching Corpse, I wanted him to use the banish there. When I played up the Twilight Queen, it was yet again I wanted him to use the banish there because the only banish that matters for the remainder of that game was if he could banish my Mordecai or not. If he can't banish the Mordecai, then I just win. Just because eventually I only need 4 turns of the Mordecai and just hitting him in the face in order for me to win. And I still play a lot of spot removal in this deck, so again it just really came down to that, and just recognizing your win condition, just trying to stick to it for as long as possible. If you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like. Go and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Let me know what you think about Nep Queen down in the comments below. Thank you guys.